Be very, very specific with what you decide that you want to manifest, because I promise you exactly that will come true. A friend of mine were joking, and I was being very specific, and I wanted to manifest a traveling wife with principles. I found exactly that. But was that what I really wanted? Maybe time will tell. Be very specific. I said that on my vision board I wanted TED Talks, and all I kept writing was TED, TED, TED. I even would put TED and my face on another speaker with the TED emblem in the background. And I would draw TED in the red colors and it'd be on my vision board. And did it manifest? Yeah, it did, in the form of volunteering and a free ticket. So I won a free ticket to the same event that I was volunteering to. But then it had to come and occur to me that did I want to volunteer for TED? Or did I want to be on the stage speaking, spreading my idea worth spreading? And that was the key. I was thinking, let me work my way up to this position for next year, not living in the present moment now. And a friend asked me, what would you talk about if you were on that stage for TED? It's a good question. I have so many ideas. I got too many. Like they just come into my mind. And sometimes I blurt them out right then and there. But what's your idea? What's the one that you're known for? What's the one that people seek you out for? And I didn't have that answer. And I wish I did, but I didn't. So then I sat there and thought about it. And this is what I want to have you write down as a tip for yourself. At any point in time in life, you can change your mind. It is your innate ability as a human being to change your mind at any moment. So I wanted to volunteer. I wanted to work my way up. 2020, next year, let's do the TED Talk then. Eventually, yes, I changed my mind. I didn't want to dedicate 8 days. In that 8 days, I could have been being specific on what I want to now manifest. At one point I said I wanted to just be international. Well, that came true. I wanted to speak around the world internationally. That came true. Was I specific enough? What color shirt was I wearing? Was I wearing my emblem for my company, or was I wearing just a plain tee with no logo? What did I feel like when I was on top of that stage? What did I feel like when I was just in a local tribe doing something there, or in the university, or talking to children? What year would it be? What's the day? What time is it? Be very specific. Believe it or not, this stuff will manifest so specifically. Let me give you an example. I studied exercise science, and specificity is a form of training. And when you're training a professional athlete, a basketball player, you train them with sports-specific movements that will develop the skills of a basketball player at the highest level. Whether that's agility, whether that's explosiveness to jump and grab the rebound, it's specific. But it's very different than a hockey player or a footballer. They need different skills. They need different training. They need different specifics. So if you're setting your vision, you're setting and manifesting what you want out of life, my insight for you is to be very specific. And don't forget that at any point you can change your mind. So for now, be specific until new details come and you add that in. Whenever you're at a position where you need to make big decisions, you have empty space, you don't know where to go, but you're planning it out, and you come across a new idea, here's what I have for you. The doors of discernment. The doors of discernment, the doors of good judgment. Is this door good, bad, or neutral? Because right then and there, if the door is bad, you can close that idea. It's not a good door for you. Why would you go? Don't go through it. It's not good. If it's neutral, okay, maybe you make it to the next step. If it's good, you definitely make it to the next step. And the next step, number 2, is the door open or is it closed? Is it open or is it closed? How often do you try to walk through closed doors? Well, you already know the result of that. Go with the waves. Go with the flow. Be like water. Be fluid. Remember that water can crash or it can unite. It can be absorbed. It can help you. Is this door wise? Number 3. Is it wise for you? Is it wise? Like, does this really make sense? Like, and I'll leave it there. Like, is it wise? And number 4, do you want this for you? Whether it's an opportunity, whether it's a person in your life, whether it's just a moment, like, do you want that opportunity? Do you want that door? Whether it's that idea, that concept, do you want it? You know, way too often we're doing what we think we should do. Do you want this? And number 5, is it for right now? We've all come across that person, that place, that thing, that opportunity, that concept, that idea. And is it for right now? And if the answer is yes, is right now, then do it now. And if the answer is no, not right now, then plan it with specifics for when. Set it in your Google Calendar 3 months and 2 days out from now to remind you. I have things in my calendar that reminds me. I send emails to myself of where I'm going to be, how I'm going to feel in the future to remind me. And I get to see where was I at then, and then 3 weeks later when that email arrives on an auto send, how close was I matching to that? And that'll show you how well aligned you are with your values and your morals and the actions in between. Close the gap, close the chasm. And those are right now those 5 doors of discernment. And understand that for you, your own life, you can change one of those doors. At any point, you can change. But just be specific with what the change is. Maybe you want to add in, is this door challenging in a good way? I thought of this. And sometimes I ask myself that question, and now I'm telling you. But for simplicity, these are those doors of discernment. Whenever you have a tough decision, whenever you have a idea, you have a concept, you have something that you want to bring to life, you want to manifest it, you want to attract it. That was the key, to be specific. Because what I learned more so is that I don't actually care to be a speaker. I hired an agent out, they started booking me speaking gigs. And I realized, like, I don't really care to be a speaker. I don't care to put this box over my head, just like the box of TED. TED Talks has a format. It already is in existence. I care more about running interactive engagements, kinetic awakenings, using educational entertainment, not standing still in that one spot and speaking to you. For this purpose here, yes, it's easy because I don't want to distract you with the movement, but in real life, oh man, I'm vibrant. I'm flying across the room. I'm firing on all cylinders. I'm super engaging. I like working with a really small knit crowd, and I don't like working on that global stage like I thought I once did with the hundreds and hundreds of people. I believed it. I believed it because I was trying to fit into a box without being specific with what I wanted. And I was following the visions of other people, speaking to the masses, and I realized that I could touch the masses by touching just one. And I realized that in a corporate environment that I'm sitting there helping people keep them in the box and, the window and refrain and restraint their gift when I want to break them free. So maybe somebody's looking to hire me out and I now lose a potential client to come and speak to the organization or the university. But just remember that marketing is not just who you do want, but it's who you don't want. And be okay with that. And just rely on your gift to bring you further opportunities, new prosperity. Because right now I'm going to rely on you to like this video, to share this video, to subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to do it in a way that feeds my soul. And I'm not going to do it for where the dollar tells me to go. So I appreciate you touching subscribe on that, because I'm going to promise you, because I promised to myself, I'm going to be real, I'm going to be genuine, I'm going to be authentic to the core of who I am at every given moment, no matter if it pisses you off or not. Long as I'm in touch with myself, long as I'm in touch with my own acceptance,